There's only one thing more frustrating than watching your child struggle with chronic health issues or struggling with them yourself. And that's feeling like you've literally tried everything to help and you or your child still struggle and you can't find answers and you can't find doctors who truly listen and, get to the real root cause. Many parents feel like they're left putting things all together on their own instead of finding one doctor or provider who can link all these health challenges together and make sense of things. Well, we've got some good news for you. While it may not be something you've ever heard of before, nervous system dysregulation, dysautonomia, and what's called subluxation are the most overlooked and extremely common reasons that your child may not be healing despite all sorts of diet changes, therapies, supplements, and so forth. The nervous system controls and coordinates every major system of the body, and when it becomes dysregulated and out of balance, it immediately begins to shut down and alter things like gut function and gross motor coordination. And it also massively interferes with immune system function and inflammation. If your child struggles with sleep, gut, immune, sensory, and behavior issues, learning to help them better regulate their nervous system and restoring function to the vagus nerve may be the biggest missing link that you've been up late at night searching for. This video is for parents who feel dismissed and stuck on an endless merry-go-round of medications, diet changes, and detoxes hoping to address their child's chronic symptoms. We're revealing how optimizing vagus nerve and overall nervous system function could help improve many of your child's health struggles. In this video, you'll learn all about how neurologically focused chiropractic care for kids can help achieve levels of healing you never knew were possible by helping restore function to the nervous system, activate the vagus nerve, and get your child's brain-body connection working at its best again. Let's talk about Courtney and what this incredible fighter has to say about her road to healing. Trying to solve a chronic health problem is never an easy or straightforward journey. I've had migraines since I was 11 years old and have tried so many different treatment methods. My digestive issues and anxiety panic attacks appeared after being diagnosed with Lyme disease, and I have tried many things to improve those as well. It's a long and frustrating journey of trial and error, and while some treatments did help to improve my symptoms, I knew there was still something missing as I was still being affected by these issues too often. I have done diet changes, hormone replacement therapy, preventive medicine, which I knew I never wanted to be on long term, IV therapy, previous chiropractic care, many supplements, and more. The difference with PX docs is that they focus on the nervous system, which is a piece of healing that I had not really focused on before. When I first saw my neurological scans, I honestly was not surprised. I actually felt validated. I knew my body was struggling neurologically, but none of the testing I had done previously could show that. Almost 1 year later, my scans have improved so much, and it gives me hope that there is even more healing to come. It took some time to notice big changes, but within weeks of starting care, I started noticing little changes. I felt my body start to learn how to pump the brakes and relax. The panic attacks and anxiety that came with migraines were decreasing, and I was starting to recover from them faster. I went through a period of increased symptoms, and I knew this meant something was working, as this has always been my experience with healing. Fast forward 8 months into care at PwC, and I had 5 weeks without a migraine. This is the first time this has happened in years. Over the past few months, I have spent much less time recovering from daily health problems and have been able to enjoy my life more. Especially this past month, I feel like I've had so much more freedom and time to live my life without debilitating migraines. I'm excited to continue this road to healing. That was a super cool story from Courtney. So, nervous system dysregulation and dysautonomia refers to a malfunction or imbalance within the nervous system, which affects its normal functioning and capacity to regulate responses to stimuli, control and coordinate various organ systems, and just keeping the body working well altogether. The most common signs of nervous system dysregulation in kids include sleep disturbances, gut and stomach problems, frequent respiratory and immune challenges, gross and fine motor problems, sensory overload, and sensory processing difficulties, and behavior problems such as tantrums, meltdowns, and so forth. While conventional pediatricians most commonly blame genetics and natural health, or integrative physicians talk with parents about important things like gluten and dairy sensitivities, toxins, and so forth, for millions of kids, nervous system dysregulation and vagus nerve dysfunction set up shop early in their life and are an almost hidden in plain sight root cause that can't be overlooked. When every other form of traditional medical testing and even integrative or biomedical testing has failed to really find the root cause of your child's challenges, you can almost guarantee that nervous system dysregulation and what's called subluxation, which originally triggers it, are at play. The first place parents can look for signs of this trouble brewing in the nervous system are what we call symptoms within the basics of neurophysiological function: sleeping, eating, and digestion, pooping, staying healthy instead of sick, regulating emotions, sensory processing abilities, etc. From there, the most important thing for parents to do is to get to their local PX doctor and have what are called neurological insight scans run. These scans do exactly what they sound like. They look inside the nervous system to determine how well or not well it is functioning and regulated. Parents, it's time to stop chasing symptoms and trying a new medication or a new supplement for each and every issue. Instead, let's help you address everything at once by getting your child's nervous system regulation and function back in order so that they can truly heal from the inside out and get back on track with their health and well-being. For so many families, neurologically focused chiropractic care, like we specialize in here at Innate Family Chiropractic, has sounded almost too good to be true, since doing just one thing can have so many various benefits. But that's simply how it works. So that's how we work. By getting the nervous system better regulated and working again, you can expect all sorts of improvements in your child's quality of life. Chiropractic isn't just the next thing that may help. It could be the thing that helps. You've been searching for a long time. So to learn more about the nervous system dysregulation, vagus nerve dysfunction, their neurological insight scans, and how we may be able to help, click the link below and check out our bio. And as always, if you got any questions or additional concerns, simply comment below or send us a direct message. We can't wait to hear from you and get your family started on a healing journey right away.